Jake Schwartz here at the Bob Carpenter Center, where the Delaware Blue Hens have lost to the Yale Bulldogs 76-66. It was a thriller from, I should say, back and forth, as we have great legends here tonight. Indeed, I have a legend with me, Delaware head coach Martin Ingelsby. Welcome back to Voice of Reason. It's good to see you, my friend.
Thank you. Good to see you too, buddy.
Well, first off, let me go on record and state you battled back as best as you could, despite a 63% shooting performance by Yale in the first half. What was the message to your players in that locker room in the first half?
Well, we just had to play harder. You know, we got off to a tough start. I think they kind of shocked us with how well they played and how they shot it to start the game. But, you know, we had to dig in and get some stops. And, you know, I like how our group competed. You know, they really bounced back and we're a resilient group, and they came out. And if we do that for 40 minutes, you know, it's probably a different ball game. But, you know, again, we dug ourselves too big of a hole and got to learn from this to be better moving forward.
You took 2 out of 3 in your, I believe it was in your Carolina tournament, in Wesleyan. Is that correct?
Yep.
It was. So you take 2 out of 3. You were on the verge of trying to go 5-2 for the first time in over 7 years. That did not pan out well. Your next opponent also possesses a tough challenge, Ed DeChellis and Navy midshipmen. That's 2 days or 3 days from now. What is the main focus going into the week coming up? And then, of course, you got Buffalo next week, and then your longtime coach and mentor, wind beneath your wings, Mike Ray, and nationally ranked Notre Dame. What will be the focus over the next week?
You know, 2 things. One, we got to get some rest.
Yes.
You know, and the second thing, we got to get healthy. You know, not having Kevin Anderson and Eric Carter. You know, Eric's hobbling on a bad ankle now. He only played 17 minutes tonight. It was hard to kind of go back to him. I just didn't think he was moving great. He's got to get some rest. But we got 2 good days of practice on Wednesday and Thursday to be able to play against a really tough, disciplined, you know, well-coached team on Friday night. So, you know, it's more about us and areas we need to improve on. Again, I love how we competed in the second half, and hopefully we can take some positives out of that. But you know, we're a young team. We got some growing pains. It's a long season. We got to keep working to figure it out. 23
points by Anthony Mosley. I don't want to go ahead, kind of jump the gun, but you do have that matchup December 9th on Saturday against the number 5 Notre Dame Fighting Irish, your alma mater. I know this is probably not a good question for me to ask, but how do you feel about playing a team like Notre Dame? Because I know you have a great relationship.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's going to be a great night for our basketball program. It's going to be an honor to have Mike and those guys in the building and stuff. So, you know, again, we got to stay focused and continue to work on how we can improve as a basketball team. And, you know, we got nothing to lose that night. We're going to have fun with it and go for it and see what happens.
Any chance the voice could be announcing that game on Saturday? No, I'm only teasing. Jake Schwartz here with Delaware head coach Martin Ingelsby. Unfortunately, Delaware falls to 4-3 with a 76-66 loss to the Yale Bulldogs.